I was going to move my car so that I get some better lighting on my face so you lot can see me more clearly. And I thought to myself, why am I moving my car for man to see me? I want man listening. I don't care if man see my face. It's all about what man's saying. Like I say on my YouTube channel and that, I don't make these videos with great production. I don't make these videos with 4K, 10K, a million K camera and that. Blood, man for listen, man will learn. So it's a shame that I can't put up 2 comments at once and respond to them, but I'm going to get to the second one afterwards. I'm probably going to answer it with this first one anyway. But my man saying I'm a self-employed contractor right now at 23, earning roughly 3,400 a month. Any advice? Keep doing what you're doing, man. Stick to being a self-employed subcontractor. You want to maximize the amount of money that you earn per day, per month. Like I said, I will never go back to being PAYE because there's always a better option. Speaking of better options and that, obviously always be on the lookout for other contracts and that. But make sure obviously if you're going to leave, it's going to be worth your while. Let's say a man's earning 3,400 in London. Well, if a contract's paying 4 grand a month in Reading, is it going to be worth the commute? You know what I'm trying to say? If you're working quite close to your house, it might be advantageous to keep working because you can go home and do whatever and that. For me, where I'm working in Northampton, in this borough, in this town, it's perfect. I live here. Obviously, I'm self-employed. I drive my own car. I ain't got no trackers on it. When I do get a new property in a few months' time, in between my jobs and that, come and work in people's houses and I get appointments and that. If I get like a slow period, I can go and work at my flat and that. I've been doing that for the last couple of years. When I had my last 2 properties and that, I was bouncing around, working in people's yards, working in my flat. When the work was slow and that, I didn't even bother phone up the office and say, yo, give me a next job at that. I was just at the flat working, painting for 3 hours and that. So self-employed, man, just keep doing your subcontracting, keep being a self-employed person. And like I said in a few videos ago, when I say become self-employed, when I say be a subcontractor, don't worry about going to find jobs at Mrs. Jones's house or whoever in it, yeah? You can still work for a company, just don't be on the books. Initially, with this comment, I was going to ask the brother, what are you doing? Because I don't know. He's probably a tradesperson, but he could be a civil engineer. He could be an IT contractor. I don't know. But I thought to myself, it don't really matter. The same applies for all. Stick to being a self-employed man. Don't be PAYE. Earn as much money as you can. Obviously, always be on the lookout for the next contract and that. One of my brethren, big him up. He's an IT cyber security man. He's earning like 10 grand a month just from that one job. Yeah, he makes other money on the side through property and that. But he ain't getting no 10 grand a month being PAYE. If he was PAYE, all right, they might pay him 4 or 5 grand. But would you rather 4 or 5 grand or 10 grand a month? Man in the comment section talking about, oh yeah, you got to pay taxes and that. Blood, if you got a good accountant and that, your accountant will know how to move stuff around, yeah? Don't worry about that, yeah? The same people that, you know, you're looking up to, these MPs and that, they got good accountants that are moving money around and that. I'm sure there was an MP long time ago. He had a moat, which is like basically a river that surrounds a house and that. He spent some money in that and he tried to claim the money back for like a like a self-employment sort of, I don't know, he tried to write off some money. So if you got a good accountant, they can move money around for you, innit? Yeah, that's their job to do. Yeah? Their job is to get you to pay the least amount of tax as possible. So as a self-employed man, keep doing your thing, keep stacking your money and that. When I was your age, 23, I wasn't earning 3,400 a month. If I knew about self-employment, if I knew about being a subcontractor, I would have done it from day one. I wouldn't have wasted no time working at Homes to Haringey. Because a man was earning £120 working at Homes to Haringey for years, £120 a day after tax, working for Homes to Haringey for years when I could have earned £250 a day. Nah, no way. No way, no way. If I knew what I knew now, I would have a way more money than I do right now. So yeah, man, keep doing your thing as a self-employed man. And there's a youth in the comment section called Ishmael, big you up still. He's the other person that I wanted to throw up there commenting that, but I can't. I'm not gonna bother make 2 videos and that. He's saying that he's a plumbing apprentice at the moment. When he becomes fully qualified, what should he do? Well, I kind of answered there already. Forget about being PAYE. If you can, obviously go work for that same company. If you can, go self-employed. If you can. If not, then maybe work for that company for a year just to get a little bit of experience, 12 months. But then, even during that time, start looking elsewhere now. Because if you're an apprentice and you become fully qualified, you're good enough to work out on your own. Because then you wouldn't have became qualified. Obviously, your first year as a qualified plumber and that, you're not going to be as good and as experienced as your 10th year and that. But what I'm saying is, if you've qualified, you should be good enough to go out on your own. If you're a bit, you're a bit unsure and that, okay, work for that company for a year, yeah? And make sure you're really taking notes. But you should have been doing that during your apprenticeship and that. So, yeah, advice to the young youth that's doing his plumbing apprenticeship, obviously stick to it, don't drop out. It's going to be worth it in the long run. I know it might seem long and that. When you do become fully qualified, I would say just leave straight away and find another job. Obviously, don't leave until you found another job, but find another job and leave straight away. But if you're a bit unsure, work there for 12 months. It's cool. It's only 1 year. Yeah, you're going to live till you're 100 years old, yeah? So just work there for 1 year if you're a bit unsure. In that time, plan your escape. And then, boom, self-employed plumber. I mean, them man, they earn the same as electricians and plasterers. And them man, they own £250, £300 a day. When that money's coming in, stack your bread. Buy out properties, but it's easy, blood. This thing is easy, fam. Just get yourself a skill, get yourself a trade, get yourself a high degree or skill on that. Become self-employed, stack your money and buy properties, man. Become financially free, blood. It's just too simple. Man out here making life difficult, blood. They're making life difficult because they didn't go through the difficulty of studying. They didn't go through the difficulty of having to go to college 3 times a week for 2-3 years, blood. Man hit me up the other day talking about, I want to do some electrical course that's going to take 16 weeks. Blood, you should not be able to become an electrician in 4 months, but that's a 3-year thing, blood. I told him, it's up to you. You do what you want to do, but I'm saying, if I had a son, I would not advise him to go and do some course where he's going to become an electrician after 4 months, 16 weeks. And he's not going to even be a fully qualified electrician. He's going to be an improver. No. We don't do half service out here. Man do things full service, yeah? Man don't half do electrical courses and that, blood. Man will do the full thing. I did not cut no corners with my electrical course. Man done level 2, level 3. Man done the advanced apprenticeship, which not much people don't need to do that anyway. Then I done inspection and testing. Man went to uni and done the electrical, electronic engineering, HNC. I don't have a full degree, I just have a HNC. Man don't fuck about, blood. Man don't do, I do half electrical course and that. Nah, I don't do that shit, blood. Anyway, man, that's it for today, man.